Yo, what's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is Chishu Zed.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Woman admits to having an affair, manipulating her husband, and blaming him for cheating. Let's get it.
When I was in my affair, one of the worst things that I did, especially looking back on it now, is I villainized my husband and rewrote our history. Because I had to justify what I was doing and I had to feel better about myself in what I was doing and choosing to do, I had to make him out to be the bad guy. The hardest thing for me to look back on is how I was able to manipulate myself and lie to myself and literally rewrite our past to rationalize what I was doing. And it's really hard for me to go back there and really think about it. But I know for him, that was one of the hardest things too. Because I became really mean-spirited, I picked fights about everything. I would bring up some of the not that big of a deal things from the past. And to be honest, we did have some big deal things from the past that I kept reliving as well. All of this was done so that I could somehow rationalize in my head and justify that what I was doing wasn't that bad, because if he was the bad guy, then I wasn't doing anything that wrong. Now, I do need to make it very clear that there are people who are in very abusive situations and they use affairs to get out of them. But for the average person, for the most affairs, that's not the case. But we choose to rationalize and justify and rewrite the history. We even rewrite the past, as in everything. Like, I don't know if I've ever felt feelings for them. Have I ever been attracted to them? Did I ever have joy? Our relationship has never been that great. And to the betrayed, they're like, what? We were literally laughing and having the grand time like two months ago. We literally somehow are able to twist our entire relationship, become so self-focused on our feelings and emotions with the affair partner that somehow we're able to completely forget and villainize our own partner. Now, a lot of people don't wake up from this. So hopefully, and this is my hopefully PSA to anybody who's in an affair now and feel like you don't have feelings for your partner or have rewrote the history, this is a part of the drug addiction of affairs. I truly hope that everybody can wake up. But sadly, not everybody does. So just if you are the betrayed, just know that there are people out here trying to help you. There's more resources now than ever. And if you're the betrayer, wake up, please.
All right, guys, you heard it for yourself. We have a woman here who confesses to manipulating her husband. Sounds like she got caught cheating, right? Got caught cheating by her husband and decided to make him think like he was the problem. Now, this is not too far from the truth of a video I actually released a while back of a woman who said that when women usually get caught in cheating, they tend to not take accountability. Instead, they have reasons that justify why they cheated. For example, he wasn't showing me enough intimacy, or I no longer loved him. And then there's the whole, abuse thing that they will use, you're emotionally abusive, and will actually convince themselves that they are the victim in that situation. Now, somehow this wife in this video got a hold of some coffee and drank it.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
I don't know how that happened. I don't know if they just forced it down her throat, but she's saying, I am surprised at how much I was able to manipulate myself into actually believing that stuff. It doesn't seem too far from the truth. We know that women are prone to delusions, right? I can believe that. I can believe that a woman can trick herself into actually believing her own lies because, come on, man. They're prone to the delusions and believing, she said right there, a woman who's cheating will actually convince herself that she never loved that guy in the first place, which makes accountability impossible because then you're really the victim. You're like, here I am trapped in this marriage with this guy I never actually loved, even though you told him you loved him, you made the vows and everything. Now I must escape. But somehow, some way, this video is impressive because this chick is like, looking back, that was kind of crazy on my part, all to make myself feel better, all to avoid drinking a hot, steaming cup of coffee.
Put that coffee down.
As always, man, we're going to check out some of these comments. Let's see what the people have to say. First comment comes from a man, and it reads, have an open relationship. That's his advice. He says, listen, have an open relationship. It might have worked for him. Let's see what she said. The creator actually responded and said, no, that's just a band-aid to deeper issues. What do you guys think? Open relationships, are they something that people should practice more of? Are you maybe open to open relationship? Let's check out this next comment that reads, so no accountability, laughing emojis, sounds about right. Thumbs up, hilarious. Next comment says, yes, happened to my marriage and my wife too. She forgot everything, even the good times. I mean, everything. It hurt deeply. And listen, man, this is just not in marriages. This also happens in just like dating relationships. If, you date a woman and you ask her about her past boyfriend. She's like, nah, I never really loved those guys, babe. I love you. In fact, I don't think I've ever been in love the way I am now. And I'm not saying women are lying. I believe they can actually convince themselves to believe what they're actually saying. They'll paint somebody as like, yeah, he was cool, but he's nothing like you, right? Meanwhile, he was busting those cheeks fast, not slow.
This coffee smells like shit.
I know you don't like that coffee. Next comment reads, I did this as well and allowed my app, well, I don't know what that means, abbreviation for something, allowed whatever this is to convince me he was horrible and to behave in a horrific way towards him. Oh, okay, so I'm assuming this is the person she was cheating with while she was married. She convinced her that the man she was married to, her husband, was a horrible person. Yeah, man, wild story, but for some reason, I think you guys aren't surprised, and neither am I, but I'm curious to know what you think. Leave your comments down below. Appreciate you for checking out another episode of The Coffee Pod. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.